Really? What? Our first video in a Land Rover, we talked about this. It's an elegant vehicle, it's extravagant, it's nice, suave. We were gonna look nice, we were gonna dress up, we were gonna look good.
I'm the one in a tuxedo, man.
Tell me about the car.
All right, it was awesome. A Land Rover Discovery from Jaguar Land Rover St. Louis in Creve Coeur. I love that place. And you look cool driving this thing. I wish you would let me drive one of these times because you look really cool driving it.
If you ever change your shirt, perhaps I'll think about it.
This is fitted.
All right. The Discovery.
Tailored.
Great car. You can fit the Cardinals bullpen in this bad boy. It's got room for 7 and full-grown adults. The thing about it, no blind spots. I mean,
right.
You can change lanes. You can look around. You don't have any problem seeing around. You're not going to find a car this big that you have as easy of a time seeing out of.
How about this
as
leather?
a driver? Leather is great. They just did a complete redesign. They're taking orders for the fall. If you want this bad boy, you can get it ordered for a fall delivery.
Yep. And oh, by the way, 4-year, 50,000-mile warranty. All right. That's the obligatory, obligatory thing in the thing. Okay, Cardinals, 4th of the season in the books. 1 up, 1 down, 1 positive, 1 negative. I'm gonna go with a positive first. The starting pitching.
Oh, real hard one, yeah. Yeah, way to go out on a limb there.
I had the first choice, and I'm going with the starting pitching. No, starting pitching is fantastic, obvious, like Ben said. You look at it this way, man. The 5th starter in the rotation is Adam Wainwright. And his last 2 starts were fantastic, quality starts, and he's not even satisfied with them. If your 5th best starter, if you will, is pitching that well, and he might have the, if you will, 5th best stats of your staff, my goodness, that is fantastic. And you look at Leak, and you look at Lynn, 2 guys pitching maybe the best of their careers.
And the fact that Carlos Martinez pitched the best game of his life.
Yeah.
In a loss. I think the starting pitching it's the best in baseball right now.
So do you have an up? Do you have a positive? We'll keep it positive.
Yeah. How about the guy who's on the front page of the sports section today? One Jedd Gyorko. He's still doing it, man. I think he hit 30 homers last year.
So you give me stuff for choosing the starting pitchers as mine.
Right.
And then your choice. There's an article about it that you just read. Now you're going to share it with everybody.
Rick Hummel, he read my mind.
Oh, I thought he did. All right, tell him about Jedd Gyorko.
No, Jedd Gyorko hits 30 home runs last year. But he goes, wow, that's incredible. But can he really keep this up? Well, look at him now. Starting third baseman, and also the cleanup hitter. He's hitting for power. He's hitting a ton of doubles. Not as many home runs. His home run rate has dropped a little bit, but his average is up. Yeah. He's playing like an all-star. Yeah. And in a lineup that desperately needs some pop, he has emerged as the guy who can hold down that cleanup spot.
Yeah, okay, you got the cleanup spot, but here's my negative. Are there going to be any base runners on base for him when you get to the cleanup spot? Now, yes, Matt Carpenter is doing fantastic.
When he's not getting thrown out.
Yeah, I know. It's almost like he picks, like, today I'm going to get...
being on base if you then run into an out as soon as you're there or get picked off.
Or even on extra bases, like, today I'm going to get picked off on third base. Today I'm going to get picked off or thrown out at home or whatever. Matt Carpenter has a 380-something on-base percentage, though. That's really good. But if you look at the first and second spots in the Cardinals lineup, I mean, that's all we gushed about during the offseason was the Cardinals stacking the OBP, stacking the on-base percentage with Dexter Fowler, who was in the 390 range last year for Chicago, won a World Series, and then all-star Ledmus Diaz was going to be in that 2 spot. Well, both those 2 guys I just mentioned are not getting on base at the rate we want them to, at the rate anybody wants them to, and it's frustrating. So what do? Do you put Stephen Piscotty in the 2 spot? He's been walking more than ever before. A lot of question marks there, and if they can't get on base at the top of the lineup, it doesn't matter how well Jedd's hitting because they're going to be a bunch of solo homers.
Like they were last year. Yeah, they need some more base runners in front of them. Let's see if Piscotty can help that out. Yeah. As long as he stops getting pelted with balls every time he steps on the field. Some bad injury luck and a lot of bruises for that guy this year. Yeah. I'll go a guy whose ERA is bruised. Brett Cecil. The reliever they brought in from Toronto. He was supposed to be a curveball expert who could come in and handcuff his fellow lefties, but also do pretty well against righties too. He's been okay against righties, but lefties are treating him like batting practice.
Yeah,
it's his curveball. It's not working, and I think he's lost some faith in it. I know he's cut off his hair and he's shaved his beard, and he's trying to make some changes that'll get him back on track. But the Cardinals need this guy to produce. They paid him more than $30 million to be a trusted part of this bullpen. And if they can't trust him to come in and shut down left-handers, they're going to have to move forward without a hole. They're going to have to look to make the bullpen stronger through a trade, through some sort of an addition, because right now he's just not getting the job done. Surprisingly, I mean, maybe not surprisingly, because we should stop being impressed by the things Matt Bowman does. He's been excellent against lefties so far this season. I wonder if maybe that becomes more of his role if he moves to a later, more high-leverage spot in the bullpen if Cecil continues to struggle. But right now they need to unlock him and get him on track, because he's a huge part of this team that's failing him.
Little known fact, Matt Bowman went to Princeton, my safety school. Also, Zach Duke, we forgot about him, right? The forgotten guy. He could very well return to the Cardinals in July or August. He, of course, was the guy, the relief stud they traded for last year, trading prospect Charlie Tilson to get him to bolster the bullpen last year. It was pretty good. Maybe he's the answer.
So Brett Cecil was supposed to be the Zach Duke replacement, but there's a chance that Zach Duke could actually be the Zach Duke replacement.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Also, a little known fact: there's only 3 active major leaguers who went to Princeton. Matt Bowman was one of them.
Wow. Okay. Well, there's only one person in this car that could have gotten into Princeton.
I'm just putting it back there.
Touche! Touche!
Two Bins is brought to you by Jaguar Land Rover St. Louis, a Plaza Motor Company.